Okay, so Brainwave AI IntelliChat, huh? I get it. Everyone's buzzing about it.
Lots of questions.
Yeah, you send over articles, code snippets, the whole works.
You're really digging deep.
Definitely trying to get a handle on this thing.
Figure out what's real and what's hype.
That's what we're doing today, a deep dive into Brainwave AI.
Right.
And from what I'm seeing, the creator...
Richardson Gunde.
Yeah. He's pitching this as a total game changer.
Hmm.
Calls it the Swiss Army knife of AI assistance.
Bold claim.
Bold claim, right?
It is. So we can think about that Swiss Army knife compares...
Versatility.
Versatility.
It can do it all.
Right. One tool for everything.
The tech behind it.
Oh, yeah.
Not messing around.
No.
NVIDIA's Llama 3.1 Nemotron-70B model.
Powerful stuff.
Powerful.
But what does that actually mean for, for someone using it?
For the average person.
Like, what makes it different from just typing into Google?
It's all about the interaction.
How personalized the experience is. Gunde really emphasizes this thing called personas.
Personas?
Yeah.
You can switch between different AI personalities.
On the fly.
On the fly, depending on what you're doing.
Exactly.
Like if I need help coding...
You've got a technical expert.
Technical expert.
Right there.
But if I want to brainstorm content...
Switch over to the creative writer persona.
Wait, so it actually changes how it responds?
It does.
Based on which persona?
It adapts.
Whoa.
Yeah, think about the implications.
Right.
It's not just one static AI.
Right.
You're customizing it.
It's learning.
To fit how you think and work.
That's wild.
Imagine brainstorming a marketing plan.
Okay.
With an AI that talks like a business consultant.
I mean,
I could do that.
It's like having a whole team. And there are tons of these pre-built personas, right?
Tons.
I saw something about a legal advisor.
Yep.
A fitness trainer. Even a travel guide.
That's like a whole team of AI experts.
Ready to go.
At your fingertips.
But it gets even better.
Even better?
You can create your own...
Custom personas.
Custom personas.
If you've always wanted an AI that gives fashion advice, like a 1920s socialite.
Wow.
You can make that happen.
That level of control, pretty groundbreaking.
It really is.
But this is all still text-based, right?
That's where Brainwave takes another leap forward.
Another leap.
It goes way beyond text.
Okay.
Imagine uploading a picture. A diagram.
Even a handwritten note.
Having the AI analyze it, explain what it sees.
Hold on. It can understand images, too.
That's the idea.
So I could upload a photo of a complicated engine part.
And Brainwave could help you figure out what you're looking at.
Whoa!
Now, how well it does that.
Right.
That's something we'll have to look into.
Yeah, image recognition is a whole other ballgame.
It is.
Than just language.
Right.
Then there's that whole web scraping thing I saw.
Yeah.
How does that fit in?
That's where it gets really interesting. Brainwave uses something called Crawl for AI to pull information from web pages.
Okay.
So if you're working on a project and you need more context.
You need more information?
You can link to a website.
Okay.
Brainwave will actually go out, read it.
Read it.
Pull in that information to give you more relevant responses.
So it's not just limited to what it already knows.
It can learn new things from the web.
In real time.
It seems that way.
That's incredible.
Think about what that means for the user.
I mean...
You're not just getting canned responses.
Right.
You're getting an AI that's constantly learning.
Updating its knowledge base.
Exactly.
Okay, this is starting to sound less like a chatbot and more like, I don't even know.
Something new.
It's a whole new level of AI assistant.
It is.
But Gunde keeps mentioning these aha moments.
Moments.
That people experience using Brainwave.
Yeah, he talks about it a lot.
What's that all about?
It seems like users are finding Brainwave to be surprisingly insightful.
Insightful.
Like, it's not just giving them answers. It's connecting the dots in ways they hadn't considered before.
Helping them to see things from a new perspective.
New perspective, yeah.
That's fascinating.
It is.
And those are the kind of moments we love to uncover here on The Deep Dive.
Absolutely.
So we've got this powerful AI that can switch personalities, understand images, and even learn from the web.
All in real time.
How does it actually work?
Well,
you sent us some code snippets.
Right.
And in part 2,
we're going to take a closer look under the hood.
Try to figure out what makes Brainwave tick.
Exactly.
So stick with us.
You won't want to miss this.
Welcome back to our deep dive into Brainwave AI.
Back for more.
In the last segment, we talked about some pretty amazing features.
Yeah. Adaptable personalities.
Image analysis.
Even real-time learning from the web.
It all sounds incredible.
It does.
But now I'm really curious to see how it all actually works.
Let's get technical. We've got those code snippets you sent in.
Let's see what secrets we can uncover. about Brainwave's inner workings.
Let's start with something called token limits.
Okay.
I saw this line in the code itself. Max tokens equals 128,000.
What does that mean exactly?
Oh, what is a token limit?
It's like setting boundaries for how much information Brainwave can handle at once.
At once.
Think of tokens as the building blocks of language.
Building blocks.
Every word, every punctuation mark.
It all gets broken down
into these tokens. And that max tokens line, it's defining how many tokens Brainwave can process in a single chunk.
So it's like a limit on its short-term memory.
Not exactly. It's more about how much information it can actively consider
when generating a response.
Exactly.
So like a working memory.
Yeah, it's a common limitation
with these larger language models.
But Brainwave seems to have a clever way of dealing with this. There's this section of code about continuation handling.
Continuation handling. I saw that. Wasn't quite sure what it meant.
So imagine you're asking Brainwave to write you a long story. Something that would require more tokens.
More than its limit.
Right. Continuation handling is like a built-in mechanism.
A mechanism.
That tells the AI.
Okay,
you've hit your token limit.
For this chunk.
But don't forget what you were talking about.
Keep going.
Keep the story going.
Got it.
And we'll piece it all together in the end.
So it's like an author taking notes to keep track of the plot.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
It ensures that the responses stay consistent and coherent.
Even if they're broken down into smaller pieces.
Now, one thing I'm still a little fuzzy on is how those personas actually work.
The personas?
Is there something in the code that explains that?
Let's take a look.
Okay.
Here we go.
You found it.
This section is called persona prompts.
Persona prompts.
It looks like each persona is associated with a specific prompt.
A prompt.
What does that mean in this context?
Yeah, what is that?
A prompt is basically a set of instructions.
Instructions.
That sets the stage for how the AI should respond.
Okay.
For example, the technical expert persona has this prompt. I am your expert technical companion with deep expertise in software development, system architecture, and emerging technologies.
So it's like giving the AI a script to follow.
It is.
But the script changes depending on which persona.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
It's all about setting the tone. And guiding the AI's behavior.
And what's really cool...
It's cool.
You're not limited to these predefined personas.
Right.
The code actually allows users...
to create their own?
Create their own custom persona prompts.
It's like giving the AI a blank slate.
Wow.
And saying, hey, create a personality that fits my specific needs.
So that's how Brainwave handles those adaptable personalities.
It is.
But what about that web scraping feature we talked about earlier?
Web scraping.
How does that work in practice?
Remember how Brainwave uses Crawl for AI?
Crawl for AI.
To pull information from web pages.
Yeah.
Let's say you're asking it a question about a current event.
Okay.
Something that its internal knowledge base might not be up to date on.
Like if I asked about a news story that just broke.
Exactly.
Right.
In that case, you could provide a link to a relevant news article.
Okay.
And Brainwave would use Crawl for AI to go out and read that article.
Read it.
It would then incorporate that new information
into its response,
giving you a more accurate and up-to-date answer.
That's pretty amazing.
It's like having an AI assistant.
Constantly doing research.
Making sure you're always getting the most relevant information.
Precisely.
And think about how this could be applied in different fields.
Yeah, in different fields.
Imagine a doctor using Brainwave to stay up to date on the latest medical research.
Or a lawyer.
Using it to quickly research legal precedents.
The possibilities are pretty vast.
They are.
Okay, I'm definitely starting to see how powerful this web scraping feature could be.
Yeah, but I'm still a bit mystified by the image analysis part.
Image analysis? How does Brainwave actually make sense of images?
It seems like it leverages another powerful AI model.
Another AI model.
Specifically designed for visual understanding.
For visual understanding.
This model helps Brainwave interpret the contents of an image and extract meaningful information.
Meaningful information.
For example, if you upload a photo of a busy street scene, this model can help Brainwave identify objects like cars, buildings, and people.
So it's like Brainwave is consulting an expert in visual recognition.
It is.
To help it understand what it's seeing.
That's a great analogy.
And this is where that aha moment Gunde talked about might come in.
The aha moment.
It's not just about identifying objects.
It's about understanding the relationships.
The relationship.
Between those objects.
The objects.
The context of the scene.
Context.
And even the overall mood or feeling.
Wow.
That the image conveys.
Wow. So instead of just saying, I see a car and a building,
it might say something like,
give me an example.
This looks like a busy city street during rush hour.
Okay.
That ability to interpret images
In a nuanced way.
opens up all sorts of possibilities.
Possibilities.
Imagine using Brainwave to analyze medical images, understand complex diagrams.
Or even assess the emotional tone of a photograph. This is seriously blowing my mind.
It's impressive.
It seems like Brainwave is pushing the boundary.
Pushing the boundary.
Of what we thought was possible.
With AI assistance.
But I know there's more to this story.
There's always more.
We still haven't talked about how it all comes together in the real world.
The real world, that's the real test.
It's one thing to understand the individual components.
The parts.
But the real magic happens when we see how they work together.
To create a seamless and intuitive user experience.
And that's what we're going to explore in part 3.
Looking forward to it.
We'll put Brainwave to the test.
The real test.
Try out some of its features.
See how it handles real-world challenges.
Stay tuned, folks.
Things are about to get even more interesting.
Welcome back.
Back for the final part.
We've spent the last 2 parts
Really getting to know Brainwave.
talking about its features.
Yeah, digging into the code.
Now it's time for the fun part.
The fun part.
Let's see it in action.
I'm ready.
I'm particularly curious about those adaptable personas.
Me too.
Seeing them in action.
How do they actually work?
I've got Brainwave fired up here.
Okay.
Even the interface is pretty sleek.
Sleek.
It's intuitive.
User-friendly.
Yeah, doesn't feel intimidating.
Like some of those older programs.
Right, Richardson Gunde really emphasized that.
User experience.
User experience.
Yeah, making AI more accessible.
To everyone.
Not just the experts.
Exactly. Okay, so let's start simple.
Simple.
I'm going to switch over to the general assistant persona.
Okay.
Ask it a basic question.
Like what?
What is the capital of France?
The classic.
Just to see how it handles a straightforward query.
Establish a baseline.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Types question, and boom, instant response.
Yeah.
The capital of France is Paris.
As expected.
Not exactly earth-shattering, but
It's a start.
it's a start.
Now let's see how it fares with something a little more challenging.
More challenging.
How about asking it to summarize a news article?
Ooh, good idea.
Something complex.
I've actually got a perfect article here
Okay.
about the latest breakthroughs in quantum computing.
Quantum computing.
Full of technical jargon.
Perfect.
See if Brainwave can distill it into something understandable.
All right.
Pastes link to article.
Testing its ability to process information.
Okay, I've pasted the link. Ask it to summarize this article in 3 sentences.
3 sentences.
And look at that.
Right.
It's actually highlighting sections of the article as it reads.
That's cool.
It feels very transparent.
Like you can see it thinking.
Like you can see it thinking.
I like that.
All right, the summary is in.
Okay. It says, researchers have developed a new type of quantum computer that utilizes a novel approach to control qubits, the fundamental building blocks of quantum computation. This breakthrough could lead to significant advancements in medicine, material science, and artificial intelligence. The technology is still in its early stages, but it holds immense potential for solving complex problems.
That's really good.
It hit all the key points.
Without getting bogged down in the details.
And it even acknowledged that the technology is still developing.
Shows a certain level of awareness.
Objectivity.
Yeah, it's definitely more than just spitting back information.
It seems to have a genuine understanding.
Understanding of the topic.
Okay, let's get creative.
Creative.
I'm going to switch over to the creative writer persona.
Right.
Ask it to write a short poem about the feeling of awe when looking at the night sky.
The night sky.
Let's see if it can tap into its artistic side.
Its artistic side.
Types request.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm ready. A canvas black with diamonds strewn. The universe breathes. A silent tune. A billion stars. A cosmic dance. All whispers. A sacred trance.
Wow.
That's actually quite lovely.
It really is.
It captured that feeling of wonder.
The vastness of space.
Beautifully.
The language is evocative.
It flows well.
There's a sense of artistry.
Okay, one final test.
The final test.
And this is the one I've been most excited about.
What is it?
That image analysis feature.
Image analysis.
I've got a photo here
Okay.
of a busy street scene.
Busy street scene.
Lots of people, cars, buildings.
A typical urban snapshot.
This will be a good test of its ability to interpret a complex visual scene.
I'm excited to see this.
Okay, uploading the photo now.
Okay.
Uploads image. All right, I've asked it to describe what you see in this image. It's thinking.
Thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Brainwave says, This is a photograph of a bustling city street, likely during the afternoon. There are many pedestrians walking on the sidewalks, and cars are moving in both directions. The buildings lining the street are a mix of architectural styles, suggesting a city with a rich history. There is a large billboard in the background advertising a popular brand of soft drink. Overall, the image conveys a sense of energy and urban life.
That's really interesting.
It's not just listing the objects.
It's interpreting the scene.
Inferring the time of day.
Talking about the architectural style.
Even picking up on the mood.
The overall mood.
It understands what it's seeing.
On a deeper level.
I think it's safe to say that Brainwave AI is living up to the hype.
I agree.
It's an incredibly powerful tool.
And I'm excited to see how people use it.
In the real world,
It's a testament to the progress being made in AI.
it opens up a world of possibilities.
For how we interact with technology.
So, what does this all mean for you, our listener?
That's the question.
We've explored the hype, the tech.
We've seen it in action.
Now it's your turn to ponder the possibilities.
What are your thoughts on this new wave of AI?
How do you see it shaping the future?
Of how we work, how we learn, how we create.
That's a great question to leave our listeners with.
As always, the most important thing is to stay curious
Stay informed.
and never stop exploring.
Who knows what incredible breakthroughs await us?
In the world of AI,
Until next time.
keep diving deep.